On Global TV News Express, Global TV's Anyete Patrick clinched his second runner-up in the television category of OFEB Award. In business, Customs partnered to the Economic Corporation. On the foreign scene, Zorhan Maudani wins mayoral race in New York. And in sport, Ozurumba backs Rivers United to make big impact in CAF Championship. Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Express on Global Television. Coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Sadia Yakubu. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and StarTimes channel 276. And now the news in details. There was heated debate in House of Representatives as lawmakers tackled the lingering non-payment of local contractors and the slow implementation of the 2024-2025 budget. The issue raised as a matter of urgent public importance by Minority Leader Kingsley Chinda and seconded by the Chairman, Rules and Business Francis Wavy, donated plenary in a 7-day ultimatum to the executive. Global Television's parliamentary correspondent Anyete Patrick reports.
The House of Representatives resumed plenary to the echoes of protests from local contractors gathered at the National Assembly gates. The contractors say they have completed projects since 2024 but have not been paid. Inside the chamber, Minority Leader Kingsley Chinda moved the motion citing the non-implementation of the 2024 to 2025 budget and non-payment of contractors, stressing that several promises from the Ministries of Finance and Budget have not been fulfilled despite presidential directives. Chinda reminded lawmakers that a high-level committee meeting led by the Deputy Speaker had extracted commitments from the Minister of Finance, the Minister of Budget, and the Accountant General, commitments that remained unimplemented. He warned that the hardships created by the delayed payments are worsening poverty and fueling tension across the country. The motion considered under Order 8 Rule 5 sought a firm resolution directing key financial agencies to clear all outstanding payments within 7 days and immediately accelerate implementation of the 2025 budget.
Consequently, the House is urged to resolve that the Minister of Finance, Minister of Budget and Economic Planning and the Accountant General of the country be given 7 days to make the aforesaid payments of all outstanding bills.
The motion drew wide support. It was seconded by Francis Wavy, Chairman of the Rules and Business Committee, and overwhelmingly adopted after multiple voice votes. The House also mandated its leadership to monitor compliance and report back within 1 week for what the Speaker described as further drastic legislative action if the executive fails to act.
The contractors promised that during this 1 week we will continue to demonstrate, make this policy conducive for us and inaccessible.
As the session wound down, Kabiru Amadu moved the traditional motion for adjournment, noting that the delays in budget implementation were at the heart of the tensions witnessed both inside and outside the chamber.
Sitting for plenary should adjourn for 1 week. After 1 week, when we hear from the side of the executive about this issue of non-payment and implementation of the
The House has now issued a 7-day ultimatum to the Ministries of Finance and Budget, as well as the Accountant General, to pay all outstanding contractor debts and hasten the 2025 budget rollout. The leadership is expected to brief lawmakers next week on compliance. From the National Assembly, Anyete Patrick reporting for Global TV News.
Meanwhile, the House of Representatives will reconvene for plenary today, November 5th, earlier than the date set in its previous adjournment. An internal memo issued by the clerk of the House, Yahya Danzaria, informed members of the decision. The change follows what officials describe as positive development in government engagement on issues that led to last week's adjournment, including agitation by contractors and non-release of funds under the 2024 and 2025 budgets. At least 4 farmers have been killed, while several others remain missing following a fresh attack by suspected armed herders in Anwuli community, Ogele District, Ohini local government area of Benue State. The attacks reportedly took place on Monday and Tuesday, while the victims were working on their farms. Residents told newsmen that 2 farmers were killed on Monday and another 2 on Tuesday afternoon. Some villagers are still reported missing as the attackers continue to move freely, spreading fear across the community. Double Television's Anyete Patrick has been named the 2nd runner in the television category of the 9th OFAB Nigerian Media Awards 2025, earning national recognition for excellence in agricultural biotechnology reporting. The award celebrates outstanding journalists shaping public understanding of science and innovation in Nigeria. Our correspondent, Uyi Agumefwegbe, reports.
The 2025 Open Forum for Agricultural Biotechnology OFAB Media Award and Gala Night has reaffirmed OFAB's commitment to working with media houses and with regulatory partners to ensure that scientific data and farmers' experiences are accessible, understandable, and verifiable. The national newspaper reporter Juliana Agbo emerged overall best at the 9th Open Forum on Agricultural Biotechnology OFAB Nigeria's Media Awards, but it was also a proud moment for Global Television. Global TV's Anyete Patrick was pronounced 2nd runner-up in the TV category, honored for impactful storytelling and accurate reporting on agricultural biotechnology, a field that continues to influence food security, innovation, and national development. The OFAB Awards spotlights excellence across print, radio, and television. This year, the nation's Juliana Agbo clinched the overall award after topping all 3 categories for her consistent contribution to science and biotechnology journalism.
And I'm so excited. It came as a shock that I became 2nd runner-up, and I hope that it has stirred me up to do more. And next year, I'm coming back again. I just want to be like my friend who won 750,000. Wow!
This award is not just personal to me, it's also to the farmers, the scientists, and the policy makers.
Director General of the National Biotechnology Research and Development Agency, Professor Abdullahi Mustafa, commended journalists for promoting factual, research-based reporting. He said their work plays a critical role in helping Nigerians better understand agricultural biotechnology and the opportunities it offers for development.
I urge you to continue to seek out these first-hand accounts, to hold the line of accuracy, and to probe both success and risks with an even-handed spirit.
In her remarks, the Director General, Agricultural Biotechnology at the agency, Dr. Rose Gidado, noted that since inception, OFAB Nigeria has stood out as a beacon of science-based advocacy, bridging the gap between innovative laboratory discoveries and the lives of everyday farmers.
Since OFAB's inception, of course, Nigeria has stood as a beacon of science-based advocacy, bridging the gap between innovative laboratory discoveries and the lives of everyday farmers.
Meanwhile, the Niger State Governor, Umar Bago, who was awarded, represented by the lawmaker from Niger State, representing Bida, Kacha, Bako Federal Constituency, Seidu Abdullahi, acknowledged OFAB's contribution to food security, reaffirming the state's commitment to deepening farmers' understanding of biotechnology.
I think what is really needed in the agricultural sector is for us to be able to enhance productivity.
The awards, which started 9 years ago, recognize excellence in journalism with responsibility according to agency in an age of rapid information flows and social media amplification. The need for credible, contextualized reporting has never been greater. Uyi Agumefwegbe, reporting for Global TV News.
A very big congratulations to Anyete Patrick. And now the news continues. The Senate is launching a major investigation into the rising cases of train derailments across the country. Lawmakers say the incident posed a serious safety concern and raised questions about the integrity of Nigeria's rail infrastructure. Our National Assembly correspondent Anyete Patrick reports.
The Senate at plenary took a decisive step towards uncovering the causes of frequent train derailment events that have disrupted transportation and heightened public anxiety. The move follows a fresh incident on the Udrewu-Itakpe rail corridor, which derailed just 4 days after train services were restored. The alarming trend prompted a motion of urgent national public importance raised by Senator Ede Damifenone.
So we further note that the line, which resumed operations on Wednesday, October 29th, after 3 months of suspension, has within just 4 days of service experienced a series of alarming technical failures.
Senators across party lines backed the motion, describing the derailments as a sign of systemic failure within the rail sector. They accused relevant agencies of weak oversight and warned that continued negligence could lead to more dangerous consequences.
This is exactly 10 incidents on one rail line. I would suggest that we don't need to debate much about this. Rather, adopt all he has called for. This is a line that was constructed no more than 6 years ago. And this is just the southern corridor. You look at the times of derailment, over 11 derailments from 2023 to date. Because the major issue now is to restore service, to restore the rail system so that it begins to work.
The Senate has now constituted an ad hoc committee chaired by Senator Adams Oshomole. The committee is expected with conducting a comprehensive investigation, including a public hearing to examine the quality of materials used on the rail lines, the condition of imported components, and the overall safety of railway infrastructure nationwide. Beyond safety concerns, the committee will also probe the terms and utilization of Chinese loans secured for Nigeria's rail projects.
The Senate has composed an ad hoc committee to investigate the persistent derailment of our rail lines and then also undertake a full-scale investigation.
Meanwhile, the Nigerian Railway Corporation has been directed to immediately identify and fix the technical faults causing the derailments and restore full operational capacity across the network. The Oshomole-led committee has 6 weeks to submit its findings to the Senate. From the National Assembly, Anyete Patrick, reporting for Global TV News.
President Bola Tinubu has asked the Senate to confirm Dr. Kingsley Tochukwu Ude as the new Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology. Dr. Ude is Senior Advocate of Nigeria and current Attorney General of Enugu State, is to replace Uche Nnaji, who recently resigned from the position. A letter from the President, read by President of Senate Godswill Akpabio, urged lawmakers to approve the nomination in line with constitutional provision.
Tochukwu Ude, in compliance with the provisions of Section 147, subsection 2 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, I am pleased to forward to the Senate the nomination of Dr. Kingsley Tochukwu Ude, San, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, for confirmation as Minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. While I hope that this request will receive the usual expeditious consideration of the Senate, please accept, distinguished Senate President and distinguished senators, the assurances of my highest regards. This is signed by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I write to
Meanwhile, in a separate request, President Tinubu also sought Senate approval for a fresh 1.15 trillion naira domestic borrowing to support the implementation of the 2025 budget. The president says the loan is necessary to bridge the fiscal deficit and sustain government programs for the year. The request has been forwarded to the Senate Committee on Local and Foreign Debt, chaired by Senator Aliu Wamako, with 1 week to report back.
Domestic debt market to close the unfunded deficit gap created by the increase in the budget size over and above the prior approved revenue and borrowing plans. This request is pursuant to the provisions of Section 44, subsection 1 to 2 of the Fiscal Responsibility Act, FRA, of 2007.
Meanwhile, the Nigerian Senate is preparing for a heated debate following controversial comments by United States President Donald Trump alleging a Christian genocide in Nigeria. Lawmakers say the issue is too sensitive to ignore, but must be handled with caution. National Assembly correspondent Anyete Patrick reports.
The upper chamber has signaled its intention to address the comments credited to U.S. President Donald Trump, claiming that Christians are being targeted in Nigeria. During plenary, President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, said the Senate will wait for the federal government to issue its official position before making any pronouncements.
This time, the Senate President of Nigeria did not answer President Trump. And then that the quotation is meant to cause diplomatic row. It is the presidency that will answer President Trump. And all Nigerians are doing their best in that direction. But who is that person that will go and ascribe a comment to the Senate President when he was never met?
Akpabio stressed that he is not in a position to personally respond to Trump, describing the statement as one with many diplomatic implications. He also cautioned that Nigeria's security challenges must be understood from multiple perspectives, noting the importance of unity in a country that as diverse as Nigeria. His remarks, however, drew a swift reaction from his deputy.
I'm coming. Don't be scared. I can say.
I said
I'm not scared of Trump. I will say my mind.
President of a country be scared?
I'm a Nigerian. Nigeria is a sovereign nation. I'm a parliamentarian. I'm a deputy president. I can speak on behalf of Nigeria. I'm not scared of Trump.
But do not allow others to speak for you.
Don't be scared of Trump.
You
can say your mind about Trump.
Get something.
We are a sovereign nation.
But get something. Don't allow people to ascribe what you did not say to you.
Did you wrong, but you didn't say it? That's correct. You didn't say it.
Yes.
But what
I'm saying is that
you shouldn't be scared of saying anything.
No. If you want me to say it now, I will say.
We're not scared of Trump.
I will say, but then listen.
We're a sovereign nation. We're not scared of Trump.
I can only say what is discussed.
And he's saying lies about our country. What he's saying about our country is not correct. And we have the right to dispute what he said.
As the chamber prepares for a full debate, the issue is already stirring conversations on Nigeria's international image, religious tensions, and the responsibility of public officials in shaping national narratives. The Senate is expected to take up the matter once the federal government communicates its official stance. From the National Assembly, Anyete Patrick reporting for Global TV News.
You're watching the live broadcast of News Express. When News Express returns, Ozurumba backs Rivers United to make a big impact in CAF Championship. Details coming shortly, plus business and foreign stories on the other side of this. Please stay with us. Welcome back from that short break. And now in business news, the Comptroller General of Nigerian Customs Service, Adewale Adeniyi, says customs across Africa must play a greater role in driving continental integration and boosting inter-African trade. Speaking at the strategic meeting with Secretary General African Continental Free Trade Area, Wamkele Mene on efforts to enhance trade relations within the continent. Adini emphasized that customs administration have a vital role in promoting economic prosperity and development across Africa. Business correspondent Kikelomo Okeri has more.
Recent data from the National Bureau of Statistics indicates that as of 2024, Africa has become Nigeria's largest export destination, a clear sign of growing regional trade. At a joint meeting with the Comptroller General of the Nigerian Customs Service, Adewale Adeniyi, and the Secretary General of the African Continental Free Trade Area, Adeniyi emphasized that the success of the trade agreement depends on collaboration among key stakeholders to boost intra-African trade and drive economic growth. Adeniyi therefore called for stronger institutional framework to ensure the custom operations are better integrated into existing continental structures.
Currently, the existing structure which the Secretariat has created, bringing together all heads of customs administration, also needed to be strengthened so that once we institutionalize customs part, we will be able to situate it and let it operate within the existing structure which the Secretariat has created.
The Nigerian Customs Service reaffirmed its commitment to supporting the AfCFTA agenda by promoting compliance among small businesses and export-oriented enterprises. The African Continental Free Trade Area Secretary General Wamkele Mene says partnership with the Customs Administration and the private sector is critical to realizing Africa's economic integration goals. He noted that the Nigerian customs authorities are central to implementation of AfCFTA, particularly in area of data collection and statistics gathering, which are vital for measuring the true impact of the agreement.
Our private meeting, customs authorities are at the heart of implementation of the AfCFTA, so it is expected that we collaborate for implementation. And finally,
the Secretary General also stressed the importance of structured engagement with private sector, saying it will help address trade challenges such as infrastructure deficit, high logistic costs, and currency conversion barriers. With sustained collaboration between Nigerian customs, the AfCFTA Secretariat, and the private sectors, stakeholders believes Africa is on the course to achieving deeper integration and shared prosperity through trade. Kikelomo Okeri, Global Television News.
On the foreign scene, it was a busy night in the United States where Democrats are celebrating a series of victories in key elections widely seen as bellwether referendums on Trump's second term as president. In the biggest and most widely publicized election of them all, New York elected its youngest mayor in a decade as Zohran Mamdani, self-styled as Trump's worst nightmare, won decisively. Edika Michael has the reports.
It was not the show President Donald Trump wanted to see. America's off-season election special starred Zohran Mamdani and the supporting cast counted a Democrat who won electoral contests across the country. Mamdani's victory places him as the first Muslim to hold the office of New York mayor. In his fiery acceptance speech, Mamdani is talking tough.
New York will remain a city of immigrants, a city built by immigrants, powered by immigrants, and as of tonight, led by an immigrant. So hear me, President Trump, when I say this. To get to any of us, you will have to get through all of us.
His victory feels big for him and his political movement. His left-wing politics and the promises on affordability chimed with a body of people who feel disenfranchised from politics whatever the party. Mamdani hit on the formula that worked for Trump, albeit at the other end of the political spectrum. He focused relentlessly on the cost of living, affordability in unaffordable New York City, and a delivered populist appeal. He is the biggest beast in the party, now too big for the old guy to ignore. Edikan Michael, reporting for Global TV News.
And in sports, former Enyimba forward Chibuzo Uzurumba has expressed confidence that Rivers United will progress from their CAF Championships League group. Rivers United in a Group A with defending champions Egyptian club Pyramids FC and Power Dynamos of Zambia. Uzurumba believed that the pride of Rivers possesses the right mentality and quality to qualify for the group. As Global TV News Express comes to an end, here is a recap of our top stories. Global TV's Anyete Patrick has been named second runner in the television category of the 9th OFAB Nigerian Media Award 2025, earning national recognition for excellence in agricultural biotechnology reporting. And in business, the Comptroller General of Nigerian Customs Service, Adewale Adeniyi, says customs across Africa must play a greater role in driving continental integration and boosting inter-African trade. And on foreign scene, it was a busy night in the United States where Democrats are celebrating a series of victories in key elections widely seen as bellwether referendums on Trump's second term as a president. And in sports, former Enyimba forward Chibuzo Uzurumba has expressed confidence that Rivers United will progress from their CAF Championship League group. That's it on Global Television News Express. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV, channel 365 and Star Times, channels 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms now showing on your screen using at Global TV NG. I am Sadia Yakubu saying thank you for watching.